April the 24th, 1993. Well, actually, April 23rd, 1993. My brother, some friends, all of us decided to go and camp out. And when you're a country boy and you're camping out, you're down by a creek, you're out in the field somewhere, but it involves some beer, getting drunk, having a fire, and then around, I guess, 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning on the 24th, my brother and everybody decided they wanted to go steal the road sign. And had 3 boys drop in my car. It was myself, it was Al, Chris, and Dustin. And we took off. I'm driving down the road and didn't realize my brother was going to follow us. Nobody told us that. So we get driving down the road. We're by ourselves. We can't find anything because out in the country you really don't have street signs. You don't have road signs much. So we decided to stop, turn around, and go back. And this time, Al, he's 14 years old, wants to drive my car. And I say, okay. Reason being is he drives trucks on his dad's farm, he drives tractors, he drives four-wheelers. So I'm thinking, no problem. He knows how to drive my little Datsun 210 stick shift. And not even thinking that because he drank close to a 12-pack that he was nowhere near able to drive. We turn around and we're going back, you know. I'm in the back passenger seat. Chris is right behind Al. Al is driving, and Dustin's in the passenger seat of my little Datsun. And we get to driving, and Al comes up to a curve, and he goes off the road. I'm in the back. I hear it, and what happens is he overcorrects because he's off the road in a curve, so he yanks the wheel hard. Well, that slams me into the window. I think I don't remember anything after that, but what happened is we went off the road into a ditch, and the ditch it was a straight back ditch, so when we hit it, it made us flip, and we went flipping end over end through a pecan orchard. And I was ejected from the car, Chris was ejected from the car, Dustin was ejected from the car, and Al was somehow still inside of it. But I remember jerking awake and not being able to breathe because I had broke 2 ribs, and I couldn't catch a breath, and I'm hearing screaming coming from the other side of the car. That's Chris. I see movement inside the car, Al, and close to me, unconscious is Dustin, not moving. I grab my sleeping bag and I pull it up over Dustin. I lean close to Dustin. I go, "Don't die, Dustin. Please, don't die." And Al is completely disoriented, but we climb over the fence, start walking down the road. We're trying to find somebody to stop to tell we had this bad car crash. This guy picks us up in his truck. We go down to his house. I'm outside on the front porch. I remember sitting there. I remember at this point, this is when I realized that I'm covered in cow shit. And I'm sitting there watching him on the phone. He's standing in his doorway talking on the phone. And he comes back out and says, "Take me to where the car wreck happened." So we get back on the road. We go down. We're sitting on the back tailgate of his truck. And he goes down and checks everything out, comes back up. And then the cops pull up. And cop asks us to come up, myself and Al. We go sit by the cop's car. He tells us to sit down right beside his door. And then he goes down there to check everything out. And I hear him talking over the radio, and he says, they say multiple ambulances en route. He has 3 injuries and 1 DOA. Now, I hear Al screaming. I hear Chris screaming. Al's right next to me, and I'm sitting there. So Dustin, the boy that I pled not to die, died. From what I was told, the car rolled over him and killed him instantly. So he wasn't alive when I thought he was. I remember leaning down and looking at him, trying to hear him breathe, and hearing him breathe, or I thought was breathing, and it wasn't. It was my car. Dustin was 15 years old. Al was 14. Chris was 17. Was 16, and I was 17. I still feel bad today. I feel like it was my fault. It still hurts when I think about it, and I think about it more than once a year. It's always somewhere around in the back of my mind. Especially now, it's been 20 years since Dustin died. If you go out and you drink and you party, remember, it takes only one time for you to lose a friend, for you to lose your life, to get hurt. And the survivors, stay hurt. It hurts your heart. For a long time, I carry a little bit of guilt with me every day of my life. Because of me, this is how I feel. Because of me, a boy is dead. He'll never have children. He'll never fall in love. None of those things. It only takes one choice, one time, for you to hurt the rest of your life. Please, please, don't drink and drive. And don't let friends drink and drive.